Well, hello, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is my Back to Keto channel on YouTube. And I offer pearls of wisdom about food and other parts of life. It's kind of fun. And, I am an old lady, and so this has a lot of older person features that you won't find from a 20 something that just got off of a hit workout and ran 5 miles and now is having a keto smoothie. Not me. I'm sitting here with my cuppa. Today's featured cuppa is Bulletproof, the original from Dave Asprey, and I buy them in the Keurig cups at Whole Foods when they're on sale, because when they're on sale, it's a good deal because you get on sale with your Prime card, right? So it's just another day in the keto world where we have, limited veggies, but we enjoy the bounty and the abundance of summer. I just sauteed some. I went to organic. I went to Whole Foods yesterday and they had organic zucchinis and yellow squash, so I chopped up some of those and slowly sauteed in a pan with like a teaspoon of butter and those. And then I found some organic asparagus from Mexico there, $5.99 a pound. So I have those. They're thicker than the others. Greg likes the skinny ones. I like the thicker ones. So I'm able to pull open the veggie container thing in the fridge and know which is which. So I steamed up some of those and did the zucchini and the yellow squash. So I've got veg for tonight and tomorrow. It's just how I roll. I love my little veggies. I've got my mini cucumber, my mini organic cucumber. Yeah. I did get an English cucumber organic from there for the next round of things. What else did I get there? Organic little carrots. Yeah, I guess I got a lot of, avocados and organic butternut squash, which I will roast a little bit till it's soft, and then I will NutriBullet it with some butter and cinnamon as a side veg. Love those squashes. And so that's how I'm rolling. As I laid in bed this morning, I planned out the menu for next week, and I don't need any additional meats, so I'm all set. Tomorrow is burger from the butchery day, so I'll get some of that. And then I buy the regular Vac Pack organic burger for things like spaghetti squash and other things like that. But for that burger on the Weber gas grill, I want that butcher burger. So I was reading Mark Sisson's The Daily Apple. Love that man. He writes like he reads, so it's just great to read him. I don't know why, but I just am pulled in to how he approaches his food plan. The topic in it that I read today was about barbecue sauce. And I said, wow, I wish he had some because I'm not a salad dressing person, but I know people like his mayo and his salad dressings. And sure enough, he does have a barbecue sauce. And sure enough, I can get it at Target and Whole Foods and our regular retail grocery chain. So I will pick up a couple of bottles of that just to have, like if we do maybe for dipping or maybe putting it on an air fried pork chop, which is on my menu for this week. And so I'm happy, and it's unsweetened and it's organic. So those are like two of the things I favor the flavor of. And he says that he's not pedantic about his barbecue sauce or dry rubs when other places. He assumes that there's sugar used in both. He doesn't go crazy with it. It's just a little bit of a, oomph added onto his meat. And he just doesn't worry about that sort of thing. I like that. And he said that for the average keto person, he said keeping your carbs, your total carbs at under 50 works. He said some people are less and some people are more. I think I'm a person that's less. I try to keep mine under 10 on a regular day, but once you add in a squash, it goes to 20. And that's quite okay for me. Um, I notice that when I have the squashes, well, first of all, I'm satiated and content, and I love the color. And so it ends up that I get more carbs but less calories in my OMAD, and that works for me too because the veggie just fills, it fills me up, and I like it. So that's how I roll with my newly fallen in love with keto food plan. I'm glad it's back. I love the abundance of summer. I, as when I was doing strict carnivore, where you get your carriage at Whole Foods, you're immediately in the produce department, and I'd have to just walk through it to get to the other items that I need, and I would look at their display because it's like a shoe display. I'm just like drawn to it, and miss it, But I still did the carnivore for like 8 to 10 months before I said, I'm missing the keto. I'm gaining weight. I'm not as satiated, or I'm kind of getting that repulsion of meat. And so now keeping my servings to like 6 to 9 ounces of meat when I have it. Like tonight, I'm having a porterhouse steak, and I got to stop and shop, and Greg will cook it on the Weber grill, and we'll have that. And it's a smaller one. That's fine, but it's got a great fillet on it, which is what I like. So that's how I go about doing it. I'm not into snacking. I have my OMAD between 2 and 3. It's the one meal. It works. I'm ready for it by the time we have it, but I'm not hangry. It's not a case of being, just that ugliness of like, why don't you go have something to eat, girly? I don't get like that. I just get to the place where, and the execution, I love that term for food, the execution of putting it on the table with all of Greg's little sides and such. I'm busy for a half hour just getting the food to the video ready on the table place. And that works too, because, I'm looking at it and getting excited about it, but I'm not, slipping or cutting off little slivers of things and eating it as I go. I still retain that from Overeaters Anonymous from the 1970s, where I don't eat standing up. I don't, nibble while preparing. I don't snack. I don't do like appetizers or things like that. So I keep it pretty straight. There's extra plates because I heat the plate so only hot food goes on the plate. Like tonight, it will be the porterhouse, the asparagus, and the zucchini in summer. And then over here is my little Fiesta-ware cup of the mini cucumber. And so, it's not just one plate, although a lot of times with more of a winter type eating, it is all on the one plate because it's a heated meal. But with the cucumbers, it's like, no, those aren't heated. So life goes on. I'm happy. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all your viewership. I'm working with some people with accountability coaching. It's not so much what you eat, it's your behaviors surrounding it, and reasons or excuses or, just habit of some of us, just needs the tweaking. It's like, oh, I didn't realize that wasn't allowed, or I didn't realize that I could do an OMAD until I really tried. And for some of us, it's having a little extra protein during an OMAD, or for some of us, it's having a little bit extra fats with our OMAD that carries us to the next meal. I've been doing it for years. I guess I can put the S on the year, 2 or 3 now. So I'm totally used to it. So I know that between 2 and 3, that meal is coming. And so I'm just used to it. But I do suggest to people the bridge of coffee, preferably black, And then I can only say that now because I drink black. Before, when I was putting stuff in it, I'd never say that, right? But now that I've got my black cuppa, you know, the coffee is a bridge to the meal, along with I have my Gerolsteiner water with my Celtic salt crystals in a little dish. I stick my tongue in them, put the crystals on my tongue, and then wash it down with the Gerolsteiner mineral water. And that kind of, gives me some time before the meal if I'm hungry. I don't get those hunger pains like I used to. My stomach makes noises, but it knows what's coming. I'm just adapted to it, and I guess it's getting adapted to it. Some people are able to go from too mad to OMAD. For some people, it's a stretch. They find it difficult, and so have too mad. Whatever works. For some people, making that window of time with 2 meals a day smaller and smaller and smaller. So like maybe you're having your first meal at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and your second meal at 3. And then it just makes it easier to kind of, get it to it's the one meal. It's easier for me. I mean, being an Uber driver and a Lyft driver, it's certainly easier. I don't like to have liquids. I don't even like to take coffee with me when I'm doing it. And of course, now with the mask on, well, you got to have the mask on and the riders in the back seat. And, so I'm not too complicated for this simple old soul. So that's how I end up doing it. But I'm just sharing with you what works for me. And I love it when you share with me what works for you. If you're coming back to keto from carnivore, or if you've been keto the whole time and you just have enjoyed it and it's given you what you need, well, you've been lucky. You didn't have to have that veering off like I did. But I learned. And sometimes we have to do other things to learn what ultimately worked for us, and we go back to it, which is what I did with the keto. Well, anyway, I'm so glad that you're here. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, with her keto lifestyle. Just sharing with you. That's what we do here. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad you're here. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye for now.